Hi and welcome back to this channel. Yes, our channel travels and tribulations and I don't know, all kinds of T's and E's and everything else here. But yeah, it's another short video and I want to kind of talk about, for you, what is the most important thing when you are contemplating traveling to far fields, whether it's Australia, which is on the other side of the planet, whether it's Europe or North, Central and South America, or is it just across Europe? So what are the three most important things to you? For me personally, it's looking at the affordability of the flight, because we do travel on a budget. We're always looking about the budget. What can we get for this amount of money? And the trip we took, actually, just to Morocco, has been probably one of the most expensive. I wouldn't say expensive insofar as when we were out there, buying foods and souvenirs. No, it was the hotel, the flights, and the transfers before we spent any money in Morocco. But for you, what are the most important things? Just spoken about, the budget for us. Also, we look about excursions. When we went to Madeira last year, the excursions were second to none. I think we were quite lucky with the tour company that we chose. But the excursion we did every other day. We went, I think, the north, the south, the east, the west of Madeira. And each time we were with a group of other adults. So I think a couple of times they had a child, and another couple had a teenage daughter. But we were always in good company. But yeah, it's very, very interesting, what people look for. I have never cruised before. I'm hoping to cruise sometime next year in the Caribbean, maybe some parts of South America and Central America. Although I've been there, but not by sea. I've been there by airplane, but I've never been in the sea. I've never cruised. And they do say that if you've not cruised, then you've never lived. I guess I've never lived. But yeah, it's been very interesting. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break. It's going to be a very short video. And we're going to be showing you some other sterling, top notch, still summer deals to be had. So have a look at these deals coming across or on the screen now. And all you have to do is just scan the QR code. If you're not sure how to scan the QR code, then I can't help you. No, I'm joking. If you're not able to scan the QR code, you can always send me an email at alex_35956@yahoo.com. So have a look at these deals. We're still in summer, even though it's getting a little bit darker, a lot earlier over here in the UK. Check out those deals there. Right, so the last segment is travel stories. Now, I've spoken when I went to Costa Rica eventually last year. It was a 15 year gap since the last time I went over there. Those of you who probably don't know, my father passed away when I was out in Costa Rica in 2009. And I hadn't been back since, but I went back. And oh my goodness, yeah. I've got a small group and it's called 24 Hours in Houston. I'll leave it at that. 24 hours in Houston, it was a marathon. Everyone was just fighting with not so much physically fighting, but arguing with the staff, because, when we arrived at the gate, well, the airplane was still there. It hadn't been pushed back yet. They just closed the gate and it wasn't our fault. But anyway, cut a long story short, and I kid you not, inside 24 hours, I visited 2 countries. So I left Houston after a few hours, then I went to Colombia. I spent almost the whole day in Colombia's El Dorado airport. I kid you not. Then eventually I caught my flight from Colombia, hoping to go to Costa Rica. No, what happened? The airplane landed, but then it took off because the pilot was saying that the conditions weren't safe enough to land the airplane. and everyone was panicking. There was tears, cries of I don't know, of terror, and people being scared, and that was just the men. But and then we ended up in Panama. We ended up in Panama for about 30 minutes. And then they decided, in actual fact, you know what, we're going to try it again to land the airplane back in Costa Rica. And I arrived in Costa Rica, must have been like 2 o'clock in the morning. And one of my friends was waiting up until 10 o'clock. So he couldn't wait any longer. And I had to borrow somebody else's phone. Hey, you know, can I borrow your phone? I need to make a phone call. I had to give the guy some money, as it goes. And I called my friend. It was like something to 3. He came to collect me. So Renee, I don't know whether you're watching, man. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate that. So that's one story, you know, of like just being delayed because of the flights, you know, check-ins and this, that, and the other. The other incident when I was held up because of an airplane issue was when I was flying back from Costa Rica, and then I had to get another collecting flight from Schiphol, Amsterdam's international airport, and they had some mechanical problems. So we spent best part of 6 hours in Schiphol, Amsterdam airport, and we were just there because we had boarded the airplane, but they told us to get off because they had technical problems with the airplane. Didn't think of it because the company that we were in, I mean, there was like maybe 10 of us just talking about everything and anything under the sun. Yeah, so that's my stories, 2 stories for this segment. If you have any travel stories, you can always send them to me, yeah, or you know, comment on this show here that we're doing. Yeah, I'd be interested to know, do you have any? I mean, there could be disaster stories if you want to. There could be success stories. Did you go out and, you know, plan to get married and it didn't happen? So, you know, if you've got any travel stories, always think about sending me a comment or send me an email at alex_35956@yahoo.com. And that is that. Yes, until the next show. Like I said, you know, expect to see a lot more content. I will try and do some live shows, so you know we can have some more live interaction. But we're a little bit way off of that. But what you can be sure of, there's going to be a lot more content, you know, going on forwards. I mean, I'm not due back at my job, my school job, in the next 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks. So we're still got time to share together. Yeah. Forget about them. Make sure you're listening to me. Anyhow, thank you very much, guys, and I shall see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.